As we read about, one way that we can help plants is to plant seeds. These are some of the seeds that I have at my house. These are called freesias. Does that look like a seed? No, it's called a bulb, but a bulb is a seed. This tells me the type of flower that it is and what it's going to look like when it's going to be finished growing. Do I know what color this is? No, it could be yellow, could be white, purple, pink. I don't know until I plant it. That is one type of seed. I'm sure y'all know what these seeds are. These are sunflowers. Did you know that when you eat sunflower seeds, you are actually eating the seed from a sunflower plant? This is called a mammoth sunflower. I read the directions on the back, and it tells me how I can help this seed. It tells me how many days it will take for it to grow, how I need to plant it, how deep, how tall it's going to get. This plant's going to get almost as tall as me, and it says it needs full sunlight to grow in. So when you eat sunflowers, you're eating a seed. Here is another type of seed. This is called a amaranth. That's kind of a strange word to read. But see how these seeds here, they're very different than these seeds right here. This is a picture that shows me what it's going to look like when it's finished. And on the back, again, it tells me how to plant this seed. It tells me how deep I need to plant it, whether it needs sunlight or not, what kind of sunlight, a lot of sunlight, a little bit of a sunlight. So I make sure I will help these plants by planting it where it says. My goodness, these look like little ants crawling across my paper, but they are actually seeds. They are very tiny. Look at how much smaller they are than this sunflower seed. But these seeds, I already know, will grow to be almost 3 feet tall. That's about as tall as it was from the floor to the top of your desk. From an itty-bitty seed, they are called black-eyed Susans. And again, it tells me what I need to do to plant them. They need to get lots of sun and in soil that when it rains, the rainwater goes right through it. And it tells me where to plant them and what kind of flowers. Big yellow flowers in summer. So those are some types of seeds that we can use to plant. That is how we help plants. Now, we also talked about how plants need sunlight. These are some of my plants that I have planted in pots right near the windowsill. If you look at this plant, this is mint. I can use this to make tea. You'll notice that the stem grows straight up and then it grows this way because the sunlight comes in this window, so they grow towards the sunlight. If I take this pot and I turn it around, by the end of the day, these leaves and stem will turn and will now be growing the other way to point to the sunlight. Same thing with my plant here. I'm trying to think what it is. I'll have to smell it to see. This is rosemary. You can see it is also pointing towards the sunlight. If I turn it around, by the end of the day, the leaves will have turned